On a tragic night of 15th November in Jhansi, Uttar Pradesh, a devastating fire broke out at a medical college hospital. In the chaos and flames, 10 young children, innocent lives full of promise, were lost forever. Hello there, this is Kumar Prashant. I come before you to talk about the healthcare system of India and how it is day by day deteriorating, and this particular heart-wrenching tragedy is just not an isolated incident. It is one of such examples where hospital safety measures can be questioned. There is a glaring gap between the safety measures that we find in the public healthcare system and in the private hospitals. The crumbling infrastructure of public healthcare and the healthcare system, where we can see the inequalities faced by millions of people across the country. Whereas in the private sector hospitals, you have all the facilities, but unfortunately, the healthcare in the private hospital is not affordable. The poor people, the general public, cannot have that type of money to go into better healthcare facilities that is available in the private sector. Today, we will also talk about how such avoidable disasters create consequences for the common people who depend on the public healthcare system that is available within their locality, that is given to them. When people go and want to get healthcare from this type of healthcare systems, and you have issues of safety measures which is not in place, people get killed because of lack of safety measures. In one side, you have well-equipped private sector hospitals where state-of-the-art machines are there, where you have all the medical facilities, where the doctors are good, well trained, and if you have money, then you get the best type of treatment, one of the best, which is today available in India also. Whereas in the government-run hospitals, which is the focal place where the rural people go for their health care, it is always tagged as non-functional, not well prepared, not well staffed, not well equipped, lack of infrastructure, sanitary measures are not there. So sometimes it looks like a dumping ground. So you have issues of negligence, you have issues of doctor not attending on time, you have issues of doctor referring to the patients to their own clinics privately and asking them to go to private clinics and get better facilities. It is a public knowledge now what happened in Jhansi on 15th of November, the fateful night. The fire broke out. It started from a short circuit of an electric plug. So what does it indicate? Probably it was overused or it was not properly maintained. Definitely there was some level of negligence. Now, when you talk about safety measures about a hospital, what comes to your mind? First thing is that you should have sufficient number of fire extinguishers put in places where you can reach out in emergencies. And second thing would be proper evacuation plan, and that is well prepared, and you have drawings or plan chart that is displayed in important places on important walls, so people know when this type of accidents happen where to go, which is the outlet, how to run out, etc. Also, you should have proper training, proper drills from time to time for the hospital staff, for the security staff. So these are very minimum things that hospitals are required to do. When you imagine about a hospital, a public health center in your locality, in the rural areas, what comes to your mind? Usually, you would imagine about a very overcrowded hospital where crowd of people moving out, moving in, and doctors moving around. And if you get inside, you will see in every ward there are full of patients, beds are full, and even in some places you can see because there is not enough bed available. So patients would be sleeping on the floor, and you'd probably find the hospital is understaffed, not many doctors, not many nurses, and when you go out, you would probably see around the hospital filth, garbage everywhere, and even you would probably see dogs and pigs moving around along with the patients. So this is the condition of public health center hospital in many places. Hospitals look very pathetic. Now let us also think about the reality of health care system in India. We see clearly there are two distinct services available, one for the rich, the other one for the poor, one for the people with money, the other one for the common mass. We also have the health insurance scheme, which is Ayushman scheme and the state schemes. There are schemes where you are insured for 25 lakhs. There are schemes where you are insured only for 5 lakhs. So disparities in this type of health schemes is not acceptable. It's not desirable. Secondly, healthcare services different for different categories of people, rich and the poor, that's also not acceptable. Now, as citizens of the country, we are entitled to equal facilities, equal opportunities. We are entitled to equal healthcare services, and therefore, we should not be tolerating that our healthcare facilities should be substandard. However, for this type of injustice to cease, the citizens of the country, we, the people, have to be conscious about our rights, our entitlements. We should be conscious that we are equal citizens of this country and we have equal access. We should have equal access to all the facilities, all the opportunities, all the services of this country. We are entitled to get everything as the rich people get. So when we see this type of glaring omissions, glaring injustices, we cannot keep quiet. I would appeal to the people to think about this, and suppose in your locality you have issues of health facilities being substandard, then you should talk about it. You should discuss in the public. You should talk to your local representatives, people representatives, the government representatives, and you should work collectively towards solving this type of issues. For today, I keep my talk here, and I will once again meet you in my next topic. Till then, thank you and Jai Hind.